Nature's answer to dry and rough skin hair. Try it today and feel the remarkable healing and soothing powers of aloe vera, blended with carefully selected skin nourishing herbs. It is so gentle that it is good for both you and for baby skin. Nothing revitalizes skin better. Mukwano Herbal Jelly. Feel the difference.
Beyond Beauty Parlor and Spa, we do nails, pedicure, retouch, styling, braids, and we also offer a bride's package at an affordable price. Come and enjoy our 25% off every Tuesday on all our services. We are located at Uganda House, Plot 810 Kampala Road, shop number G5. You can call us on 0414-696-229 or 0702-645-015 or 0755-645-016. Beyond Beauty Parlor and Spa.
Cappuccino is always the world's favorite drink, but not all cappuccino is good cappuccino. It must be Indo Cafe Cappuccino. Delicious, affordable, quick to prepare. Just add hot water and enjoy. Get Indo Cafe Cappuccino at the most affordable price at any retailer shop or supermarket around you. Indo Cafe Cappuccino, the finest in the land.
Well, my name is Jagenda Semakola Zikusoka. Right. A very good morning and welcome to U.b.c TV GMU agenda on this 4th day of December 2015. Now, this is the first Friday of this last month of the year, 2015. Now, there will be no more day I called 4th December after today. We continue to look at what is happening on the spectrum here, especially as we get ready and seeing the shape of 2016. Now, just yesterday, we saw the nominations there close. And those, of course, who did not go through are publicly known to us. Those who went through unopposed are also known to us. And those also going to tussle it out are also known to us. Now, the next thing we're going to look at and to hear and to listen to them as we get ready for 2016. But this morning on GME Agenda, with me in studios is the media consultant, Mr. Joseph Tamale Mirundi, the Presidential Senior Advisor on Media. With me this morning, you're most welcome, Mr. Tamale Mirundi, and a very good morning.
Thank you.
Well, I'm happy to see you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And let's start with what is happening in Uganda currently.
No, you see, the opposition made blunders. I told you they dragged the president into another campaign. And as a result, they don't have any issue to advance. That's why Mirundi sells in newspapers. 2, I told you that Zimbabwe used a psychic operation. It was like a guerrilla war. Yours, government, and non-government organizations. Did
Zimbabwe's surgical operation
It has
flop?
failed.
It has failed.
You read my book, how Zimbabwe's plotted is a failed coup. 2, because they lack the argument. 3, anybody who wants to defeat Museveni does 3 things. 1, if you know those who did not fulfill their pledges at a wedding, fundraising, you look at the list of pledges, those who pledged, and compare it with those who paid. Now, any smart politician, opposition politician, would first show the public Museveni's manifesto of 5 years.
2011, 2016.
And compare whether this man has fulfilled what he promised. Because they know that Museveni has fulfilled his pledges, nobody is talking about this issue, which means all of the people who pledged to a wedding party have paid. 2, is there a shift from Museveni to other people? That for us, what we are going to do is this as opposed to Museveni. I told you that managing a modern state is like a traveling. When you are going to Masaka, and if a drunkard is going to Masaka and falls asleep in Mpiji, and he wakes up at Irwera, he goes back to the Siramba because he is moving towards the right direction.
He knows I'm still on track.
The problem comes when he wakes up at Namawajuru.
And he had pre-planned to go to Masaka.
Is Museveni moving towards the right direction? Yes. Why? We don't see a fundamental shift from what Museveni is doing to the opposition not giving an alternative. When you say we shall pay teachers 1 million, if do you know the number? Calculate it. You don't even need Museveni to come. That I need Museveni because it was a reverse psychology. You invite Museveni, they saw that Museveni was not going to come. Have you seen it again debated now that the president has accepted to meet them, to demolish them? Because the argument was Okutega Akasambu. Can Museveni come? It has evaporated. Why? Because their intention was not to invite Museveni.
Tamale, from the looks of things, don't you think they are pushing Museveni hard towards the wall and maybe eventually they might actually succeed in what they are doing against President Museveni?
No, because first of all, we have a weak publicity team. That's why all of the attention...
As government,
yes,
as a political party,
yes,
or
me.
Yes.
Because you know, unless you did logic, unless you are naturally gifted, you don't understand these people. But they are very weak. Let me analyze it for you. Western Uganda will not vote in Mbabazi and U.b.c. Because the people are the power. People have been in the power. It is easy. They can make decisions. Mbabazi, as the Prime Minister for 4 years, has never stepped in Northern Uganda.
That's true.
The woman in charge of Northern Uganda testified here that for 4 years, he never stepped there.
Honorable Rebecca, okay.
Did he also require having executive powers? I said, if you don't have executive powers, tell us what you did that it did not require executive powers. He did not answer.
To maybe confirm...
Basically, tried to use what we call a secondary liberation. In political science, a secondary liberation means that once you realize that the liberation was hijacked, you go back and fight. But we cannot, you can quarrel over a pregnancy, but you cannot quarrel the color over the color or the sex of a baby. It's obvious. Has this revolution been hijacked? What was the purpose of those who went to the bush? What are characteristics of hijacked revolutions and the characteristics of mature revolutions? A mature revolution is wrong children. That's why the Mbabazi, the messages have put on the website. This is one of the characteristics of a mature revolution. One, it demystifies institutions and arrogant individuals. People can challenge judges.
In this era?
Yes. People can criticize the president. That's why I'm amazed that some people don't want to be talked about. When you see, the Baganda will tell you, once you see the owner of a house is living on a mat, you don't ask for a blanket.
And Tamale, maybe because you talked about that, which I have not talked about, it's your government that actually is stopping you from talking about your own government.
No. You see, analyze. Mbabazi is a smart guy. In fact, I pity government people. But when I pity them because they did not do political science. Do
you have any love for Mbabazi? Do you have any love for Mbabazi?
They don't. No, I monitor him. I know hallmarks. When a bomb explodes, the experts will tell you it bears the hallmarks. Let me tell you. Have you read today's bookend? Today's bookend attributes Mirundi's problems to government. And whenever Kawushega wants to promote Mbabazi, he uses the bookend. Why? The intelligence does not read the bookend. Now, if you say narration, Nakalima and others, these have been engaged in political battles with them. It does not make a name. Who doctored the tape? 2, when you talk about Ruhindi and Tumwebazi,
Honorable Ruhindi,
yes, what comes in your mind? Because in intelligence, in journalism, you ask, have these people featured prominent in the recent past years over what? Over the bill, the government bill.
Yes, the case is
which means
amendment
these people are saying, because Mirundi fought with the bill, that was going to deny the Kampala people to grab powers from Kampala people. The government is fighting.
My intelligence tells me
backlash. If Mirundi was being fought by government, you don't need the president would sack me. 3 days ago, they sent me a form to fill to pay my money. The president would ring me. I'm working very closely with these people. Hajati Mukwaya, who was appointed recently, we had lunch together at his home. I'm a close friend of the family. Lumumba.
Tamale, hold it here. Because that is what you're supposed to do. Tamale, that is what you're supposed to do. Yes. My intelligence tells me on Tuesday you went to NBS TV. Yes. And just before you got there, you found the road mayor of Kampala who had come to console you actually.
Lukwago told me, you see, if we are not smart with these guys, you can be captured by the opposition. The opposition are creating an impression.
What did Lukwago come to do? What did
Lukwago told me, my brother, it's from Museveni who is fighting, he's not Mutabazi. Mutabazi does not have all of this influence and power.
Lukwago brought information to you that your boss is actually fighting you. Did you believe it?
Because you see Bukede's story is intended to say that it's the government fighting me. And I'm one of the leading defenders of this government. How can a pope excommunicate a pastor, or a priest, a Catholic priest, who is fighting the devil? Common sense. You don't capture me there. You capture Kabushenga. A pope cannot excommunicate a Catholic priest who is struggling with the devil.
Here we are
promoting the interests of the Catholic Church. And in fact, let me tell you.
Just recently,
on Monday, we are going to court. My children are lawyers. We have lost revenue in terms of any advert that appears in my programs. I get a discount. These small radio stations are going to sue because I lured them into a trap. Everybody, do you know why the opposition and the international bodies are coming in my defense? They don't believe that it is the government that is...
Let me get it from you.
The government is fighting me.
Tamale.
It's not the government, it's Mbabazi.
Tamale, let me get it from you.
It bears all the hallmarks of Mbabazi.
Tamale, your national television, let me get it from you.
Yes.
Is government fighting you? No. Isn't government fighting you?
You see, I've told you, simple logic. I did the logic, I did the propaganda, I did the mass communication. I'm terrible. I'm war. I'm naturally intelligent, gifted. If the government was fighting in Mirundi, the president would have sacked me. If the government was fighting in Mirundi, a minister would have directed you to switch off my programs.
About 2 days ago, Tamale, 4 days ago, you did an interview on a radio station called Amama FM, allegedly so. Tell me about that. Where is Amama FM?
Yes, Amama FM is in London. They rang me. I'm very popular. You look at the figures.
Tamale, my intelligence is also very alert.
Yes.
Is Amama FM...
I asked them
has it got any connection with the Honorable Amama?
In the middle of the interview, I realized they told me, I asked them, does it belong to Mbabazi? Why did they ring me? They thought that I was going to spit fire. I was going to attack a government. I have heard that...
Was it the first time?
I have even heard that there is a newspaper that says that Mirundi is about to free. How? If you say man cleaning his teeth with acid, can you bet your man on a sack of Colgate? A man like me, a formidable man like me to run away from me.
Tamale.
I'm one of your important investors here.
Tamale.
In fact, we should not forget. I predicted that Uganda Revenue Authority is going to create a problem to cause a strike. Has it not happened? They started with the tires that had given a monopoly to Afeni Muhoozi. Even now, why don't you tell us that the rumors are circulating that U.b.c did not cover the Pope? Why? That
no, we covered the Pope, Tamale.
That's the official.
We covered the Pope. We covered the Pope
these people sitting down and plan to take advantage of mistakes of government.
Tamale, U.b.c.
In fact,
U.b.c did the Pope's coverage as our national mandate.
Doesn't it?
But about the
doesn't it surprise you that when I was complaining about U.b.c, I said, you people, if you had a smart opposition, it will tell you, if your institution cannot cover the Pope, where will you get money to finance it? But NBS is offering me. They have defied. These people are just intimidating small radio stations. And I have directed my children. You see, for me, I'm lucky. Out of the 48 children I have, 15 have masters. I have 2 lawyers with masters. One is in UK.
You have
Another one is here. They are going to serve.
You have 48
They are
children.
going to serve
Tamale.
Mutabazi as an individual. I'm telling you.
Tamale.
Whether his speech is off or not, he was born with the Rufuno. I'm going to get money from him. Because in fact,
back to this Tamale, away from that.
Yes.
You have 48 children, you say?
Yes.
Well, now that's
15 have masters.
That's yours. That's the personal one.
Yes.
Back to the issues as they are happening, and we're looking at the definition of 2016.
We are suing. But for me, I don't believe in the judicial proceedings. Me, I believe in African tradition, justice.
Then how are you going
but
to
my
sue?
children are modern people. Me, I believe in African gods. African gods are very fair, and you don't need to call witnesses, and you don't need to call defendants.
Tamale.
Or I choose it.
Tamale, back here, Tamale. Honorable Mbabazi was one of the architects of this system. He has studied this system. He has known this system. He knows much about this system. And I think that's why he's actually giving you trouble as government.
In fact,
are you managing?
Mbabazi has been deflated. I told you. Yesterday was dishing out money to the losers, the independents. But people cannot identify with you in the public. In fact, don't you remember that in one of my books, 2016 polls, why they would resort to violence, I predicted that it is better the government not to go into Kamyufu. Why? We have a dual system. The president can rule this country without a parliament. Yes. In France, we call it cohabitation. Cohabitation means that a directly elected president can have a parliament that is dominated by the opposition.
I have a
what matters is that how NRM comes up with the popular policies. How will an MP oppose the popular policy? Even if the parliament is dominated.
I have a copy, Tamale, of yesterday's red paper. And I think it's yesterday or the other day. And it talks about Japan bulldozer chickens out of the race. Now, this man here, somebody here, who actually was on Mama Mbabazi's Go Forward group, he chickened out because he couldn't afford 3 million shillings for nominations. Why do you say Honorable Mbabazi was dishing out money? Because Bangle, yet he has one here who actually had promised to go and represent the people of
the conditionality.
And he bowed out because he didn't have 3 million
not
shillings.
the conditionality.
The conditionality. To sponsor his country.
Why is it that Mirundi, in spite of the number of enemies I have, they have not cornered me in anything? I'm not a thief. In fact, certain things are amazing. I got married and I remained a virgin. I joined the government, I remained popular. I'm a rich man who is not corrupt. So, me, I'm unique. I got married and I remained a virgin. And the marriage was consummated. Because I have the money. This is why they panic over Mirundi. Mirundi will never beg money from you.
But
some people, some of us, why have we rejected the money? We work for ourselves. A man rang me recently, I think 2 days ago. I'm called to Mukundi. Yes, sir. I want to donate money to the president. Yes, am I the treasurer?
Which to Mukundi?
Somebody rang me, you see. You thought that I would say, come.
Bring the money.
Bring the money. Me, I'm more richer than you people. Yes, the money rang me. So when it comes to giving out money, some people have integrity like me. I have integrity. You cannot serve me food in a toilet. So some of these people refuse to go to Mbabazi. Why? Because of the conditionalities. How can you deal with a daughter?
Let's talk about the independence that we're seeing. This parliamentary election is actually being much dominated by independence. We're seeing so many. Just look in Kampala. The independence in Kampala actually are more than those that you would expect. Go elsewhere. Everywhere there are so many independents. And I don't think we have constituencies where they're
but no,
except for those that
in the book of the story, because they want to blame this on the president, they have quoted Archbishop Rwanga's picture. I'm a Catholic. I protested strongly. Why? It is here. The rosary is there. I protested strongly that an Anglican should not sell our rosaries. Because this is a rosary, it has an important role to play. They are bringing him there. He abuses the people. If it is popular, is it popular? Let us go to court and see whether somebody can accuse me of defamation.
No.
This category. Tell us why the category is in hiding. Why did he stop with Tafari? Why did he stop with fundraising? Why is the Uganda Land Board no longer active? This is Mirundi's head. U.C.C, do you know that all of the people in Kampala, in order to canvass support, are using U.C.C activities, which I alerted the government 5 years ago? Don't joke with this head.
What do you mean they're using
Nobody can crush this head.
What are U.C.C activities? U.C.C is the ED. She's only doing her work.
Yes.
She's making roads, she's building stuff.
The crowd is a corporate. Why did Serekorana want to remain an independent? He did not want to carry the cross of the activities of Musisi. That's why they are running away. So therefore, having
this is a vote of no confidence in your party.
No, you cannot judge. You cannot say that because you have seen so many people on UDD at Kampala Mukade, and you say that we have more Muslims than Christians in Uganda. These are isolated cases. Take an example. If a woman is chased away from the house, from the bedroom, goes in the sitting room, you chase her away. She remains at the veranda. That means she likes the home. Even those who have lost, imagine, Mbabazi was the Prime Minister, who was Secretary General, has not received any substantial NRM leader so far. 4 weeks.
Even up to this time.
Nobody has accompanied him. Why? How can you make a strike at U.b.c protesting bad working conditions and you go alone?
And nobody follows you.
And nobody follows you.
That means nobody wants you.
Did it Waula, Kuraki Kejo, when NRM extended this term, he Kuraki Kejo, laughed alone, when he looked behind, he saw nobody. This is happening to Mbabazi. These are open indicators. Northern Uganda, the people cannot vote the opposition. These are new arrivals. I told you, this is why they are fighting.
But Mbabazi apologized to them.
This is why
Mbabazi apologized
they are creating a trouble for this Karamoja woman. Karamoja woman in Uganda Revenue Authority. Because they know that the Northerners are now, I told you that in the politics we have what we call a neutral tribe. A neutral tribe means that when you give him or her
no, but
it does not
but Tamale, can you have a neutral tribe? In Kenya, there's a neutral tribe.
Yes.
The Somalis make a neutral tribe in Kenya.
In
Uganda, we cannot make a neutral tribe.
They are neutral.
How do we make a neutral tribe in Uganda?
Do you see why is it that we always have a Muslim as the chairperson of the Electoral Commission? The battle is always between the Catholics and the Protestants.
To blow the whistle, the referee needs to be from different.
Now the Northerners are new arrivals. They know. They joined the U.S.C because they thought some leaders like Okumuligan believed that this was a replica of Muwanga and Obote. U.S.C gave them defense. U.S.C was implicating the UPDF in the killing of people in northern Uganda. The Okumuliganis would say, no, listen to Museveni, the former doctor. Listen to what he's saying. So he was defending their lies. Also forming a new party looked attractive. Why? Once you form a new party, you all become founders. The MSCJ dream has evaporated. The people in northern Uganda will vote massively for the president. The problem in Uganda, Mengo has lost its authority. This is demonstrated very well between the rivalries between the supporters, the Baganda supporters of Mbabazi and the supporters of U.B.C. Mengo had anticipated that U.B.C would give way to Mbabazi, and Mbabazi invested heavily in Mengo.
And U.B.C defied that. U.B.C became very defiant.
For the first time, Mengo has been tamed. The songa sema songa is another song like a katikatiki. So therefore, Museveni will win. I'm telling you. When I predict 10 things, I see 8.
That's from Museveni. You've given Museveni the win already. But let's look at all the other politicians who are we're seeing. We're seeing lots of grappling here and there. Just 2 days ago, we saw Mama Mabira. Mama Mabira, Beatrice Anwar. She's struggling between supporting Mbabazi and Besigye. When Dr. Besigye went to Kitgum, Mama Mabira struggled to show up before the Besigye crowds. When Mama Mbabazi was nominated, I think actually it's Mama Mabira actually who proposed one of the seconders of Honorable Mama Mbabazi. She's struggling between there and she doesn't actually know what to do. Where does this all put us?
Like
Honorable Norbert Mao. Honorable Norbert Mao went to nominate for good member of parliament and to only get there, told him you do not have this, you don't have this, you're not on the register.
I call it Kabina politics. You see the Kabina, they were Swahili say that Kabina Ambili hakuna msituni. That the Kabina, because they are divided into two, you cannot locate which bush they sleep.
Yeah, but you can see this Kabina is on the left leg and this Kabina is on the right leg.
So these are having a Kabina politics. Once a politician resorts to Kabina politics, politics is those who stand up and defend and identify with an idea openly. Don't you see how Wamafina is earning money? She came up in the open and said, I'm Musamize. Even God will forgive you. How? Mama Fina will be jagged.
No, God will not forgive you.
What about our ancestors who did not see the missionaries?
But Mama Fina has seen missionaries. Mama Fina is in a different dispensation where she has seen missionaries.
According to the rules of our religion. But she has come, me, in spite of challenges, provocations, I've come up strongly to support Museveni. Yes. I've come out to support the NRA, even in very dangerous situations.
And people are starting to feel that maybe your problem now is supporting Museveni that much, supporting NRA that much.
You see, you people don't know. Anybody who supports Museveni strongly in Museveni's government suffers. Look what those who support.
And you decided to suffer, Tamale.
Yes.
You decided to suffer from Museveni.
Unlike these people who put on bad shoes, may have the money.
Oh, so you're suffering.
Yes, people beg. I don't beg. I'm a very arrogant man.
Let's talk about the numbers, the Nobel Maos, the people senors who are grappling with stuff now. They don't know where to belong.
The problem with these people, first of all, they have not delivered. Numbers' problem was tried on federal. When Mbabazi came up with the federal, I exposed him and the debate disappeared like a gunona.
About federal?
Yeah, about federal. Because how can you have a federal in a small country like Uganda to federate with you? If you fail to identify a woman to marry, can you go to church? Can you go to Ministry and tell him marry me with the church building? To federate with you? Oh. Anybody who says that Uganda to federate with you?
You only go to Eminence Rada
when you have a wife. To federate with you. We are federating with Kenya, Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda to create the federal government in Arusha. A federal government is always at the center. The federal government in Abuja, the federal government in Arusha, the federal government in Ottawa, the federal government in Berlin. What you form, what comes out.
So the federal debate died. And
I killed it immediately.
That was Numbers' winning ticket. Yes. What is she going to say now?
No, she's panicking. Numbers is panicking. Two, I always tell you that a woman can cheat before the wedding day. A man can cheat, can deceive women that I'm going to marry you. But if you are going to marry one wife, you are exposed at the wedding day. The numbers is you are getting money from government, from Babazi, from U.b.c. Don't you remember that it was the numbers and the Kari Chigodo who came up and defended it and asked the government, asked Uganda, why do you switch in Babas? Babas and Uganda speak the same language. When you put bridge Kajanja?
All of a sudden,
this was Kajanja.
From hating Mbaba to supporting Mbaba.
You, the opposition, you come.
And of course, at that time, Mbaba had even not declared that he's actually maybe moving.
And this is where the leading attackers on Mbabas, on Temangalo. You cannot move from one extreme end of politics to the other. Bidandi. When Bidandi all his years, he was anti-federal. When he stood as the president, he said, who would believe you? If today he started attacking the president, I lose even the support I have. Even the opposition cannot accept me. They will say, Olabakati. This is the problem with Mbabas. Mbabas was enjoying Biche Pere when U.b.c was swallowed in tear gas. U.b.c has never betrayed his own people. U.b.c fights from the front line. They are looking at Mbabas as an opportunist. This is why those who had underestimated U.b.c have gone back. In fact, when you read my book,
I was actually bringing the same. How come all of a sudden those who had run away from U.b.c are going to Mbabas's camp? All of a sudden they are making new turns.
It's like a mango.
They're all coming back and living Mbabas by himself.
The argument at that time, in fact, the man, if it is a match, the player of the match is U.b.c. Why? U.b.c demonstrated.
The play of the match is basically amongst what now?
Yes.
Amongst
you will not take the trophy, but U.b.c stood up against Anani, the arrogance of Anani and Ocampo. Said, no, I'm an African. Don't take it on me. Very good.
He refused.
The Baganda have a saying, that a bad man will always have a good say. I salute U.b.c for this. He defied the arrogance of the imperialists. Very good. Because if U.b.c had succumbed to the wishes of the imperialists, the political landscape would have been different. Mbabazi was trying to grab U.b.c supporters. Murian person who does not cultivate and produce food. You hang around to get what has been produced.
U.b.c refused.
U.b.c refused. U.b.c has tempted the arrogance of Mengo for the first time. We have got a Nani Muganda who has stood up against Mengo. A Nani Muganda, U.b.c has decorated, has destroyed Mengo. Mengo's arrogance.
Is it U.b.c was
for the first time, Mengo's arrogance has disappeared in Uganda's politics. They recently tried to create
by Besigye's defiance.
Disappeared because the political landscape is hostile.
Honorable Norbert Mao not being nominated. What does that mean? And he's the leading campaigner for Honorable John Patrick Amama Mbabazi.
You see,
he's not on the register. He does not have a national card.
What I do?
He's virtually disappeared in oblivion.
Let me tell you, if you look what the requirements of the school, you look at the requirements of nomination, and you put them in place. But Africans believe that if you were Mukungu, you can do without Omwami wa Kabaka. No!
But Mao is not Omwami wa Kabaka.
I'm telling you, even Mao is not honest. Mao at one time prostrated to Sabasaja Kabaka Mutebi at Nkuka. The other day when he was fighting in Kwago, he said, why did you turn my meeting into Nkuka? So it's Obuti. This is Obuti. Obuti narrative from Mutesa in the Bamanani, this man, they think that we were Uganda fools. Why, if you know that you are traveling, you check. Do you have the immunization document?
The passport?
You read,
the visa.
Go to the embassy, go online and find out forbidden items in that country. This is what an organized person does. For me, before I dress, I must listen to the weather forecast of the day. I cannot go to, you can come to Kampala in a t-shirt when the weather indications are clear.
It's going to be very cold.
It is going to be very cold, and you find somebody squeezing himself
against the wall.
Yes, against the wall. So, did he...
So do you fault the Electoral Commission or you fault Honorable Mao?
Did he take the documents? May I have not faulted this issue? No.
No, he went, he took all the other documents, the academic qualifications and everything.
I don't read most of
but the national identity card was one of the requirements that he needed.
Yes.
And even then, he's not on the register of the voters. Among us, the 15 million voters that Honorable Dr. Chigundo has, Mao is not part of it. He's not one of those. So he himself is not even a voter.
Let me tell you. Otuno did not vote himself.
But I think he was on the register.
Yeah, but he did not vote himself.
Yeah, he did not.
Yes. There was a minister. That minister was going for nominations. And the people who claimed to be his supporters called him in a bar. He started drinking. As he was drinking, a man came and said, Honorable, don't bother to go. They have extended the nomination for tomorrow. When nomination had been closed. This is politics. If it was market tricks, then he would have a point. But being in Igirigi, you don't even know what is required. You go you go for a plantation without a hole. You go to do an examination without prepared. What type of leadership?
You go to battle as a soldier without a gun.
This is a scandal. It is a scandal. How can you go to a toilet without a toilet paper?
Where does this leave, Honorable?
Where
does this leave?
What type of leaders do we have in this country?
Where does this leave, Honorable Mbabazi, having seen his chief campaigner, not on the register, not with the nomination card, not with a voter's card and all these things? Where do you think it puts Honorable Mbabazi?
And don't joke with Mbabazi. I told you that Mbabazi drops people on the way. Have you seen the? Are you here? Are you hearing the poor youth? Do you hear them again?
They are running away.
Are you hearing Niringi?
I don't know whether they went on holiday.
I told you that Mbabazi is a man who is traveling to Sese Island. He bought the border to the stage. He bought the car to Kampala, leaves that car. Bought the car to Masaka, leaves it in Masaka. He bought the ferry. Every time Mbabazi dumps people, discards people. And I told you, I predicted that weight in nominations. I told you that Mao was a hunting dog of Mbabazi. Weight in nominations will be dropped. I predicted it. When they said they predict 10 things, it says 8.
So it has come to pass that Honorable Mbabazi is going to drop Mao on the way.
It's automatic.
Sabana took Mao to Kabaka to kneel, and I have the photo. Tony Geoffrey Wana says to that. And I think finally Tamale, our time has run out. Hoa Tumine is here. He wants to bring business today. Let's
panic. You see, some people are under pressure. In fact, I would ask you.
You are under pressure.
Yes, I would ask Kayura to give my friend more additional security. Why? They don't know how popular I am. And I'm restraining people. People want to demonstrate, and I've told you that the opposition, Mbabazi, is behind this. They wanted to put the backlash on government that Museveni is fighting me. If the president was fighting me, he does not need to fight me. Power cannot
because I know your friends. Tamale, I know of your friends who called me and said, if this is where it has gotten, then
we shall not vote.
We will not vote for Museveni.
Yes.
And I was like,
look what
why don't you vote for Museveni because of primary?
Why is this abusive man has the highest ratings? Why is it that every radio station is resisting?
Let's hope the debate.
Why is it that every TV station is resisting?
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Tamale Mirundi, this morning. And we want to thank you so much for being part of our GMU agenda this morning. My name is Jagenda Semakula Zekosoka. Until Monday again on GMU agenda, we'll now take you to a business today. But Jackie Chalgonza will come and say bye to everybody. Thank you so much for listening to me and you. For God and my country, Uganda.
The final segment of Good Morning Uganda, that is GMU agenda. In the studio, he did have Tamale Mirundi, who is the presidential advisor on media issues. Well, they've been discussing different political issues across the country. Like I said, every Friday, Tamale Mirundi is always on GMU agenda. So make it a date and never miss out on that, because he's very intelligent and he always talks about issues and always factual issues. Well, thank you for having joined us from the hour of 7 up to now. It's exactly 9 in the morning. That is, if you are watching us on digital TV. Well, this program is proudly sponsored by Indol Cafe. They are our sponsors. So if you do love coffee or cappuccino, please go out there in different supermarkets across the country and grab yourself one of their products. Trust me, it is the best on the market. I've tested it and it is the best. Well, business will be coming on shortly, but we are going to be leaving you with the quote of the day. We do hope it does inspire you throughout the day. Today is a Friday. Please, over the weekend, do remember to go to church. It is very important. And if you've been busy throughout the week, please find time, create time for your family. Your kids really do need you in their life. Well, have yourselves a blessed weekend. Catch me on Monday. That will be exactly 7 in the morning on Good Morning Uganda.